So, you just finished Resident Evil 9, and you're left thinking, wow, that was such a nice, fun, modern Resident Evil game. Time to go on the mercenaries mode like all my other favorite games. And wait, oh no, this can't be. Where's the mercenaries mode? Don't worry though, because Capcom heard us loud and clear. Kind of. A short while after the game launched, Capcom released a free content update. Could this finally be the long forgotten, fan favorite mercenaries mode we all know and love? Nope, this is a brand new mode called Leon Must Die Forever. A clear nod to the difficulty setting Dante Must Die from Devil May Cry. DMC 6 confirmed? ? No chance. But hey, at least it's referenced in Capcom's favorite cash cow. So let's take a look at this new mode and see if it's actually worth your time. Spoiler alert, if you read the title, you will know I do not like this mode. But let's explain. Before we tear right into this thing, we need to establish what we're actually comparing it against. Because if you're going to release something as a substitute for mercenaries, you better understand what made mercenaries so good in the first place. Mercenaries at its core is a high pressure score attack mode. You're dropped in a compact, purpose-built arena with a timer ticking down, a roster of iconic characters, each with their own unique loadouts, and an endless wave of enemies that just keep coming. The entire design philosophy is built around momentum. Chaining kills to extend your timer, managing your positioning, mastering each character's unique toolkit. Every second counts, and every decision matters. It's the kind of mode where you tell yourself you'll just do one more run, and before you know it, it's 2 AM and you're left thinking, what am I doing with my life? But what made it fun and iconic wasn't just the gameplay, it was the characters. Getting to play as Hunk, Wesker, or Krauser with their completely unique movesets made each run feel fresh. Mercenaries rewarded mastery and gave you reasons to keep coming back. S ranks, unlockable characters, leaderboard competition. It had longevity because it respected your time investment. So with all that in mind, let's talk about Leon Must Die Forever. The first thing Capcom wants you to know about Leon Must Die Forever is that it's a roguelike. Except, and I cannot stress this enough, it really isn't. Not in any meaningful sense at least. A real roguelike like Hades or Slay the Spire 2, which I made a video on Slay the Spire, so feel free to go watch that. And subscribe to while you're at it. Anyways, those roguelikes are built from the ground up around procedural generation and run variety. Every run feels genuinely different because the systems are designed to create new gameplay every single time. The upgrades you choose literally change how you play. The tension comes from building a character through meaningful decisions under pressure. Leon Must Die Forever has random weapons and reused maps from the base game. That's it, that's the roguelike. Capcom looked at one of gaming's most beloved and new genres, saw the word random and called it a day. And the reused maps thing is actually more damaging than it sounds, because the base game maps were never designed for this kind of gameplay. Resident Evil 9's environments are built for cinematic exploration and horror pacing. Wide open areas with lots of walking between points of interest, which means a huge chunk of Leon Must Die Forever is just walking, looking for enemies, breaking the momentum that a mode like this desperately needs. In Mercenaries, you're never more than 5 seconds away from something trying to kill you. In Leon Must Die Forever, you can spend 2 minutes wandering around a corridor looking for something to shoot. Here's another thing that just baffles me. In a franchise with one of the most iconic roster of characters in gaming history, this mode only gives you one, and that's just Leon. Now, don't get me wrong, Leon is great. We literally just did a whole video on that. Shameless self-promotion, I know. But part of what made Mercenaries special was the variety. Wesker with his superhuman abilities, Hunk with the cold, efficient soldier and he can just like snap someone's neck in 2 seconds. Krauser with his weird mutated arm. Each character literally changes how the game feels. Leon Must Die Forever strips all of that away and gives you one guy with a gun. And I guess sure he does have a hatchet, but still, it's nothing new. But this mode adds a random weapon system, which means your loadout changes each run. But it doesn't matter because Leon is just so overpowered in this game that whatever ends up in your hands will get the job done. There's no tension in your weapon choices because the outcome is the same regardless. You can get 5 pistols in one run and you'll still win because That's just how the game is. And you also have the hatchet. The hatchet's just OP. Speaking of tension, let's talk about the enemies, because this might be my biggest issue with this mode. The base game enemies were designed around exploration and horror. Slow, methodical, scary in the right context. Throw them into an action-focused arcade mode and suddenly they just feel like bullet sponges. There's no satisfying feedback loop of killing enemies quickly and chaining momentum, because these enemies were never designed to die quickly. And then there's the visual design of the mode. The tacky health bars flowing above every enemy, the unique glowing variants that feel lifted straight out of a mobile game. It clashes completely with what Resident Evil is supposed to look like. It's the kind of UI that makes the whole thing feel cheap and rushed rather than a considered addition to the game. Mercenaries never looked this tacky. Like, what were they thinking? Capcom, please fix. And even if you push through all of that, even if you enjoy the mode on its own terms, there's a fundamental problem with why you'd keep coming back. Leon Must Die Forever has some unique unlockables, which is fine, but there are no Steam achievements tied to the mode whatsoever. No leaderboards worth caring about, no character unlocks, no escalating challenge structure. In Mercenaries, you chased S ranks because they meant something. They unlocked content, they proved something. You at least got new characters every time you beat a stage or something. Here, you're just grinding a mode that gives you a cosmetic and a pat on the back. The lack of Steam achievements specifically is such a strange oversight, because achievements are one of the most primary ways players track and celebrate their progress. Removing that removes one of the main psychological hooks that keeps people playing. So here's the thing, and I want to be fair here, because the mode is free, and Capcom didn't have to release anything. Leon Must Die Forever isn't that bad, it's just deeply underwhelming, in a way that makes it feel much worse. Because what it tells us is, Capcom knows the fanbase wants post-launch content, knows that we love Mercenaries, and instead of giving us something that captures what that mode made so great, they release something that has the shape of a Mercenaries replacement without any of the soul. It's a fake roguelike, with one character, reused maps, bullet sponge enemies, and no meaningful progression. It's content that exists to tick a box rather than to genuinely satisfy the people asking for it. Mercenaries mode isn't complicated. It doesn't need to be reinvented. We just want tight arenas, iconic characters, score attack pressure, and reasons to keep coming back. Leon Must Die Forever gives us none of that and dresses the absence up as innovation. So yeah, too little, too late. Thanks a lot, Capcom. But for now, I'm just gonna keep waiting until we get the real Mercenaries mode. Please release Mercenaries mode soon. I want to play more of this game.